Well, welcome everybody, it's Paul of Southern Adirondack Outdoors. Today on the mill we have something a little different and a little shorter than usual. But before we get into those, after the last video, Andy came over and used his new wood slab cutting rack, cut up a trailer full of wood, mostly pine and spruce, and we actually sold the trailer full. And we have 2 more people interested in more. So he's down there cutting away. So we'll see how he's doing.
Come over here with that smirk on your face.
Well, how's the wood rack doing?
Fine. I have to have a microphone.
Yes. So you cut off the 6 inches, make it a little shorter.
Yeah, see how square they are?
Is that my suggestion of the chainsaw?
Mm-hmm. Trying to get this, a lot of big chunks in this load.
Half full already. Small dump trailer, it's only about 5 by 9. But he's making a dent in the pile. Surprised there might actually be a market for this stuff around here. Most people don't like to burn pine. So far it's for a person who burns outside in a fire pit just for fun in the summer. Alright, well, so what am I doing with all these 6x6s? There's 10 of them. And a little stubby one on the deck. And I have 10 more over there in the corner after this one, or 9 more. And these I cut last year. They're from Black Cherry. They're pretty much firewood logs, weren't worth much. And you might wonder why they look like cherry. I put this copper, it's a preservative, bug repellent, copper or something on it. And stinks to high heaven for about 6 months afterwards. But what these are going to be for, actually what those are going to be for, you can see where I scribbled out I'm cutting out this area and this area to leave a tenon in the middle. And that's going to be for a wood drying rack version 4.0. I'm going to do it a little differently than the prior ones. Oh, and these 6x6s are, they've been drying for over a year. So I'm going to have to, they're not square anymore, so I'm going to have to trim a little bit off these 2 sides to get them flat. They're going to be the bunks that the wood's going to sit on. So you may remember this rack over here, that's version 3.0. The post went down 4 feet into the ground. And those 2x10s are bolted and screwed to each post. And then we put these bunks across to stack the wood on to dry. This one I'm doing a little differently. As you see, I got 10 cement blocks there. They're not cinder blocks, they're just 4-inch solid concrete blocks. And so each one of those legs is going to be sitting on one of those posts. And, excuse me, each one of those legs is going to be sitting on one of these blocks. And then I'm going to level each leg separately. Rather than putz around in the dirt with each block, to level each block to each other. They're level, each one's level, but not with each other. So I can cut each leg individually. I think it might save a little time, but we'll see. So our first step is to cut this tenon here. I haven't done this before, so figured it'd be easy. It's easier than using a sawzall and a circular saw and all that sort of thing. I will have to use a circular saw to make the cross cut here. So let's give it a shot. Oh, I should explain my little jig here. That's just a board to go between the bunks for that to sit on. And I got a backstop here. And this is a gauge for aligning the top of the leg in place. And then over here, that's a little stop block so that carriage wheel there will come down and stop right there. Hopefully. That's the plan at least. We'll see if it works. that seemed to work pretty good. It came right down to the line. I don't know if you can see that. It looks dark like a line here in the cut. Maybe better from the other side. Light's better. There's my cut, and there's the line. I was able to flip it over so the height stayed the same. And what I was worried about was, two things actually. This block going flying somewhere, and the saw getting stuck in the cut. I wouldn't be able to pull it back, but it seemed to work okay. So I have 9 more of these to go, and well, I'll do those off camera, but then bring you back for the next step. Okay, step 1 is done. All 10 of them are cut the long ways. Now step 2, as I mentioned, I think I did, we got to cut across there. I'm going to do that with a circular saw, which means that step 2 is actually go back to the house and get the circular saw. So we'll be back in a minute. Forgot to set the height. Some of the smaller slab wood is going to chipper, make chips out of. See? Told you it's cherry. And that gets a little tippy. Uh-oh. There we go. It's a little bit there. As I mentioned, these aren't square, so things don't always cut the bestest. So there we have it. Let's see. Can you see that, camera? Okay. So a 2x10 is going to sit here. Another one's going to sit here and get screwed to the center here. It's about 3 inches. So that should be plenty strong. So 9 more to do, and I'll bring you back for step 3. Okay, so step 2 is complete. And it's a frame. That'd be a little creative, make a little pyramid of them. So step 3 is to take each one of these 6x6s and flatten them, as they've dried for a year and are rather rocky. You can see over there, Andy's chipping up some of those little pieces. Alright, so rinse and repeat 9 more times. Cherry's looking pretty good though. So I'll do the other 9 off camera and bring it back for step 4. Okay, it's the next day. Let's see. I got all my little blocks, the legs on the blocks, all numbered. So I remember which ones go to where, because they're going to be unique. This one's number 6 and it goes on block 6. So now I'm going to set up the little laser here to make a mark so I can cut them to the right length. So here's my 10 posts. 5 over there in that corner is the lowest, and 10 over there in that corner is the highest. So I set the laser to be the height of the shelf on the number 5. And turn the laser over to here. And number 10, the highest. I don't know if it shows up in camera or not. The laser's right there. So that is not where I'm going to cut. I'm going to measure this here. I'll mark that. I'll measure this, and that's when I'm going to cut off the bottom. So I'm cutting up here somewhere. So I'll get all those done and bring back for the next step. Okay, everybody, I spared you the monotony of cutting all 10 of these. They're all now on the same level. I can really show you by looking at the blocks that I cut off. So here's the one the least I had to cut off, and looks like this is the most. So fair amount of difference in height. But now they're all level. So now I'm just gonna take those 2x10s and tack them on there. Okay, everybody, it is, well, temporarily done. It's tacked together. I'm going to take it apart because I forgot something. Let's give you an idea what it's going to look like. My little legs there with the tenons, 2 2x10s with the 6x6 on top. And then we'll put a sticker on each one and then stack lumber on. So the reason I got to take it apart is down at the bottom, between where the post and the concrete block meet. I want to put something, probably tar paper or shingle, something like that, as a water barrier, so that the concrete doesn't wick water up into the bottom of those little legs. So essentially this is what it's going to be. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. And more Fenway too. What you doing, Goofy? Huh? What you doing? Come here and say hi. You can say hi to everybody? There she is. What do you got on you? Huh? All sorts of little plant stuff. Yes. All right.